for this next question, what we're doing here is we're looking at someone called Nitham who's doing shot put and it's saying that we've got a height which can be h is our height, x is our horizontal distance from where it starts, and then we've asked to do a whole bunch of other things here. So you don't have a picture, draw one. So here's one I prepared earlier. Here's Nitham, here's the shot put, and so we're basically showing. So we know that our shot put is going to do something like this. It's going to go up, and it's going to come down, and it's going to crash. So it doesn't have to be perfect, doesn't have to be exact, but that's what's happening. So, and this function models this. So let's have a look at some stuff. Now, determine how far Nitham has thrown the shot put horizontally. My advice when you're given something like this, graph it. Even though it doesn't say to graph it anyway. You've got the technology, gives you an idea, lets you see exactly what's going on. So over to CAS, new window. We're going to graph it. We're going to say negative 0.7, 0.07, 0.07, 0.07 x squared plus 0.18x, 0.81x plus 1.83. And for those of you wondering, Nitham, he's someone that finished year 12 this year. So that's what we've got there. Okay, so from this, that's what's happening. So we can kind of put that into this kind of a context here. So let's see how far it's gone horizontally. So we're looking, it's starting here. We're looking to see how far it's gone horizontally. So what's the point we're looking for here? That's right, looking for the x-intercept. So analyze 0, set our range, and it has traveled 13.5 meters. So his shot put is put the shot a fair way. We're asked now. The next question says state the range of values for h. Oh, sorry. Use CAS complete the square, hence find the turning point. So what we're going to do, we'll go back to CAS. I'm going to press Tab to open up the entry line. What updates need to be installed? I don't really want to install them. So no. Can I? All right. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to highlight it. I'm going to copy with Control C, and I am going to put it over into Calculator. I'm going to paste that with Control V. I'm going to press Enter. Now it says, like I said, it's going to complete the square. So we're going to go Menu, Algebra, Complete the Square. We're going to press the up arrow key, comma X. Going to close that, and there we have it. So it reaches the maximum height of 4.17 meters. So this here is 4.17 meters, and that happens at 5.78 meters away. So that's our turning point. Now, so turning point, so like we said, turning point is going to be 5.79, comma 4.17. So that's our turning point. Now it wants to know, the next question wants to know the range of values of h. That is what the range of values is. So if we're dealing with the vertical, this is our range. If we're dealing with horizontal, this is our domain. So it wants to know the range of the height. Now, what's the lowest it can go? Well, the lowest it can go is 0. What's the highest it can go? Oh, well, like we found before, it was 4.17. So our range, we say is, we use a square bracket, 0 to 4.17, because it is including. It has a minimum 0 and maximum 4.17, which we got from our turning point. That's how we specify the range. Okay, on to the next one. How far from Nitham is a shot put when it's 2.5 meters high? Well, we can do it one of two ways. We can graph it. We can say where it's 2.5 meters high. So menu, oh no, we're not going to do that. Tab, 2.5, and we'll look for our intersections. So menu, analyze, intersection. So 0.897, and analyze intersection 10.7. So that's why we go through that. when the shot put is horizontal is 8.89, how high is it above the ground? So we want to find out where it's 8.89. Sorry, when it's 8.89 meters away. So we're going to find out the height somewhere around here. Let's have a look. So what we do is we take this, and instead of x, what are we going to put in? Well, we'll put 8.89. 8.89, and over here, 8.89. And we end up with 3.49, so 3.5 meters high. Horizontal span of the shot put, that is how far it's gone horizontally. So the horizontal span, like we said, that is how we can say our domain. So our horizontal span goes from 0, so the span or the domain, as we said, goes from 0 to our other x-intercept, which we said before was 13.5. 13.5. So that's how we can say the domain, the horizontal span. Range would be vertical span, or the range of heights, but this is our domain. That's our x values. So it goes from 0, look at our diagram, starts off at 0, and it goes out to 13.5. But so for here, what we've done is we have being given an equation, didn't tell us to graph it, but we graphed it anyway, so we had an idea as to what was going on. We worked out how far it went. We completed square to find a turning point. We used that to state the range of values of h. We found out where it was when it was 2.5 meters high. Found out when it was 8.89 meters away from Nitham, how high it was, and then we found the domain as well.